Oh.
Deep fat.
Ooh, listen up, you fly fondling scumdivers. You think you're tough? You think you're strong? Well then prepare yourself for the Wrestling Mega Show from Deep Fat Fried! June 30th this Tuesday. Be there to witness hot, oily, muscle-roided bodies rubbing up against each other in the most heterosexual way. A display that is so powerful, it threatens to make your butthole clinch into a black hole and kill us all! Suggestions are currently open for patron members only. Tuesday, June 30th. Be there, or your lily flabby buttocks will be the price you pay. Get your maggot-licking, monkey-spanking candy asses to Pessimist Productions right this instant and witness the mega show of a lifetime! You have been warned.
We gonna look at a wrestle?
What you got there, Scotty?
This wrestling, boy. This one wrestling got real, TJ. Wrestling gets real sometimes. Hard to believe.
All right, let's see.
Sometimes
in
wrestlers
2024, the wrestler
get
formerly
mad,
known as
TJ.
Manu in WWE
What's
was
up?
Sometimes wrestlers get mad for real, dude.
I know.
It ain't all just scripted.
I've seen it.
Huh.
competing at an independent show. His opponent was an 18-year-old wrestler who, like Manu, had a Samoan character. The only problem
And some big tits. Jesus.
Yeah.
was that this 18-year-old wasn't actually Samoan. Manu didn't even wait for the bell to ring to express how he felt.
Ooh.
Bitch slapped.
Ooh. I guess he don't like someone fucking Samoan facing.
Oh my god! What the? Holy shit! What the f? Didn't even ring the bell!
And real stuff.
Oh my god! Keep away from me! Oh my god! Wait, what?
That was just a real full-on kick.
Yeah, he's just beating the fuck out of him.
He
Yeah,
pulled it the first few, still was being like a fucking intentionally stiff worker, but that was just a fucking actual just kick across the fucking midsection.
Oh my god. Jesus, indeed. Dude, the aura's unreal.
Get this piece of shit out of my ring.
Oh!
I don't know what island you think you come from, but it sure as ain't the South Pacific, you piece of shit.
Oh my god.
It's not cosplay. You got some
I
bad.
mean, it's wrestling, so it kind of is.
It really is cosplay.
It is kind of cosplay, bro.
I mean, if you wanted to do this, you could have made this a work and still kind of beat the shit out of him and still done it. Probably still would have worked out.
Advice for some bad.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't fucking pretend to be Samoan.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Samoans don't. They're known to beat the fuck out of people. They don't fuck around, dude. Don't fuck around with Samoans. Swing your ass
I don't
beat.
play wrestling. I bled for this shit. My family bled for this shit for generations. I am not gonna let no bullshit Puerto Rican piece of shit put a skirt on and act like he's Samoan. Now acknowledge me, the real bloodline.
It's fucking wild. I love it.
Manu clearly stated why he attacked his opponent, but fans were quick to point out that Manu's cousin, WWE Hall of Famer Yokozuna, betrayed a Japanese man while actually being Samoan. It's unclear what happened to the 18-year-old wrestler, but it's safe to assume
He probably stopped.
He's like, what
That was
the
probably
fuck?
enough for him. It didn't really
It was
seem like
probably
he
his
had
final match.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he comes out there with some big old titties. Lets this other dude just beat his ass, doesn't fight back at all, just fucking crumples on the floor crying, and then shambles off with shame, getting called a piece of shit. So I mean, like, I don't think he did this anymore. I think he probably realized this ain't for him.
he no longer pretends to be Samoan. Now this was a completely one-sided fight, but this next incident wasn't.
Get the ultimate TJ Good shirt on sale now at pessimist.co. Put it on yourself, put it on your family, put it on your pets, put it on your parole officer. Get it now while supplies last.
Hello, human. I'm Nub. You will subscribe and become a Pessimist Productions patron.
And become a free member on Kick to enjoy live streams of Deep Fat Fried every week, deep dives every Saturday,
Or other shows such as Hey Paul, what you watching? Backseat Gaming, Ideology, Commentaries,
mega shows every month,
and more. Click the link. Feed.
At an independent wrestling event in California, 4 wrestlers were competing in a fatal 4-way match. 2 of the competitors were Eddie Kingston and Chris Hero, with the latter winning the match. After it was all over, Chris Hero stayed in the ring to talk on the mic, but Kingston lay in the corner while making a disrespectful gesture. Hero got upset by this, and all hell broke loose.
It's so weird because you could tell these guys kind of are still, even though they're really fighting, they're still like doing the wrestling bit.
Yeah. He's still trying to keep the wrestling bit up, but they're also they're coming in and out of it, you know?
Yeah. It's like they're just doing their normal shit, but like a little bit rougher with a lot more contact.
Yeah.
Is that the Nickelback singer?
Yeah, it's Chad Kroger. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's
fighting.
Chad Kroger, bro. Now that's wrestling.
That's the last one.
Eddie Kingston never explained why he made the gesture, but he and Chris Hero personally resented each other. Neither man has flat out said why, but it's believed that both wrestlers had strong personalities and would clash. Also, allegedly, Eddie Kingston also
I think they were former lovers.
They loved each other.
felt that Chris Hero
love
played a
went
role in
south.
one of his close friends leaving wrestling. This would explain why Kingston was so
I don't care. Show me
eventful
the
match. Early in the contest, there were several moments where things got a bit stiff, but nothing out of the ordinary. However, things began to get a bit odd when Charlotte went to grab Nia, and Jax instead got to her feet. Charlotte then slapped Nia in the face, which caused Jax to snap. The two began legitimately
damn.
slapping each other, and the match completely spun out of control. The two tried to get the match back on track,
This match looks like it sucked anyway.
Yeah, it was not
but
great.
they were clearly not
That fat bitch didn't even come close with that booty slam, dude.
communicating.
Did you see that?
The two took a few more physical
Yeah.
shots
Rewind
at each
that.
other.
I want to see that fucking fail of a booty.
Yeah,
Look at
that's-
that.
It wasn't even, yeah, it wasn't even
slapping each other,
remotely close.
and the match completely spun out of control. The
I guess
two
she wasn't
tried to
even
get the match
trying.
back on track, but they were clearly not communicating. The two took a few more physical shots at each other before stumbling their way to the finish. After
a
it was
real
done,
stiff drop,
Nia Jax
too.
gave her side.
In
this
that
match
match,
sucks.
she didn't. And so then I two-pieced her. And, you know, we out of hand.
Raw. A minute after the bell rang, Sin Cara performed a suicide dive. Upon impact, the masked wrestler called for the referee. The move had dislocated Sin Cara's finger, and the match was called off. Alberto Del Rio was frustrated by this and began legitimately attacking Sin Cara, forcing the referee to physically intervene
That
to
does
stop
not look like he's
Alberto.
actually attacking him. He was pulling his, he was
No.
pulling his kicks.
Yeah, that's not.
That's stupid.
His opponent was Maven, and the two were meant to have a simple match, with Maven getting the win. After performing a neckbreaker, Msada covered Maven using his right foot. Maven immediately broke character and took Msada to the mat. The scuffle ended quickly, and the two got the match back on track. Maven would address the incident directly on his YouTube channel.
You see me in the corner throwing fists. I wasn't stiff with those fists. I wasn't hitting him. I wasn't trying to hurt him in any way. I was just trying to let him know that there is absolutely no way I could stand for him covering me that way. Why did I do that? Because in my head I was imagining Arn Anderson asking me why I would let someone not named
Don't want to disappoint Arn Anderson.
Don't put Arn Anderson, boy.
And Rick Steiner was competing in a tag team match in Florida. One of Steiner's opponents was a man named Vordell Walker. Once Walker got tagged in, Steiner instantly began taking liberties with the young wrestler. However, what Rick Steiner didn't realize was that Walker was a legit MMA fighter. Once Vordell had enough, he began fighting back and started grappling with the wrestling veteran. Walker eventually managed to take Steiner to the mat and put him in a hold. After a bit, both men got back to their feet, with Steiner looking exhausted. Walker tagged out, but that wasn't the end of it.
Go back. Go back.
In August 2025, MMA fighter Nia Jackson was a guest at an independent
we all have seen this one.
wrestling event in California. Raja was hanging out backstage while live streaming, and plans were in place for him to have a small
On
role
Kick too,
on
I
the
believe.
show. The wrestler Raja would be working with was Psycho Stu. When Stu saw the camera, he decided to add a bit of drama.
Yeah. Hey, hey, I think that's a little. Oh, you don't show it? Easy. He's not a worker, bro.
Raja was upset about what Psycho Stu had done, and it looked like Jackson was ready to throw down. However, other wrestlers got between them, and the situation was.
He's not a worker, bro.
Yeah, you just fucked him up.
He ain't gonna sell it, dude. You just hit him. He just hit that dude.
He escalated. Stu apologized, saying he thought Raja was a fellow wrestler, and it appeared that Raja accepted it.
That makes sense.
So when you run in on his shit, you give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that receipt, bro. Tag this shit.
Raja Jackson then sat and watched
he
the
gave
show,
more than a
waiting
receipt.
for his moment. Once Psycho Stu was having his match, Raja Jackson jumped in the ring to perform his spot. However, Jackson completely snapped and unleashed a fury of real punches on Psycho Stu. After about 10 seconds of direct punches, one of the wrestlers backstage, Doug Malo, jumped in and pulled Raja off Psycho Stu. Malo later did an interview and explained exactly what happened.
What happened yesterday is he choked on his own blood.
On his own teeth, I heard.
Yeah, teeth and blood.
And he lost all of his teeth, right?
A lot of them, yeah. Broken facial bones. He was out on the slam, and then the guy had made contact multiple times. I remember seeing that, kind of being in shock, and then I just went. Outside of that, running in, there was other people that could have got involved.
Dude, he planned to do that the whole fucking time.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, he never planned to do it as a fucking.
That's what you get, dude.
That I made
Sometimes
eye
you
contact
don't.
with, but they just
Sometimes
stayed
there's a
on
guy you
stage.
just don't slam a beer on his fucking head. You know.
Let me put it this way. I'm sorry to Stu that the people that said that they were your friends let this happen.
The incident left Stu with serious brain trauma, facial bone fractures, and other life-threatening injuries. Jackson was arrested and hit with multiple battery charges, but pleaded not guilty, and the case is currently working its way
Come on, you're
through
not
the
guilty,
courts.
dude.
Hurting
Yeah,
their
you're guilty.
upset
Like you
against
might
Matt
be.
Bourne,
Yeah, I think you're
better
guilty.
known as Doink the Clown. While Duggan saw it as just a regular match, Bourne saw it as his opportunity for revenge.
Yeah, Doink was fucking.
Man, Doink's fucking been there's a fucking serious fucking downgrade to the Doink fucking persona there.
Yeah, Doink is
He's like, yeah, I'm still Doink, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't come up with anything different in the last 20 years. All
For
right.
their match, the two were talking
At least Hacksaw Jim is still Hacksaw Jim. You know.
Yeah. What the fuck?
about what they would do. Matt Bourne had wanted to use a steel chair and have more of a hardcore match, while Jim Duggan wanted to keep it simple. This angered Bourne, possibly because he wanted to inflict real damage on Jim Duggan. Bourne ultimately agreed to do it Duggan's way, but once they got into the ring, Bourne went off script and hit Duggan below the belt for real. This prompted Duggan to hit Matt Bourne with some real punches, and the two completely broke character.
You wanna work? You want?
You punched him in the nuts, bro.
Huh? Make your move then. Get him, funny man!
I don't know. Do you punch someone in the dick?
Rather than continue the match, Matt Bourne left the ring and grabbed a chair. Jim Duggan grabbed his 2x4, and the two just stared at each other. The referee counted both men out, ending the match, and Matt Bourne then left the building immediately.
Like, I better get the fuck out of here.
With his chair, apparently.
Oh boy.
Wrestling and developed a strong style of wrestling. While he may have been a pro wrestler, Inoki could actually fight and beat you up if you wanted to. In 1977, Inoki was scheduled to have a match against a wrestler who shared the same name, the Great Antonio. However, it wasn't the name that upset Inoki. The Great Antonio was a strongman before he became a wrestler.
Don't even say it. I don't want to hear it. I know, I'm aware, I've seen this clip. This clip has been sent to me dozens and dozens and dozens of times.
Is that?
and he had accomplished some very impressive feats. Because of this, the Great Antonio never usually sold any of his opponent's offense. This carried over into Inoki and the Great Antonio's match in December 1977. The match started with Inoki hitting the Great Antonio with moves that did no damage to the big guy. However, rather than take it seriously, the Great Antonio turned the match into a comedy routine, with the strongman smacking his stomach and running the ropes for no reason. Inoki was slowly getting more and more upset that he was becoming the butt of the joke. Finally, a few stiff shots from the Great Antonio caused Inoki to snap.
He's like, come on.
Inoki took his opponent to the ground and began kicking the Great Antonio in the head. The repeated blows left the Great Antonio a bloody and barely conscious mess. The referee ended the match by calling it KO, giving Inoki the—
Why is Paul in bondage gear? Look, dude, listen.
I don't know.
That's just how Paul does his weekend. You know, don't mind Paul's fucking weekend activities.
Yeah, don't slap Paul.
It is kind of weird that he has to invite a whole arena of people to watch him, you know.
But you know, everyone's got their thing,
look,
you know.
That's what he needs.
Sometimes, you know, you gotta get your jollies off where you can, you know?
We all have our psychologically needs, you know?
The win. This put an end to the Great Antonio's wrestling career, while Inoki's would continue to flourish. Decades later, a similar incident would unfold that also took place in Japan. In 1999, a British wrestler named the Dirt Bike Kid had the—
That's the worst fucking gimmick.
I am the Dirt Bike Kid!
Then go ride a dirt bike, bitch.
Like, fuck off, dude. This is okay.
The dirt bike
lame.
Kid. This is the second worst gimmick. The first worst gimmick is the social outcasts.
Oh yeah.
My God.
I remember that. Yeah, you're right.
The opportunity to compete against a Japanese wrestling legend named the Great Sasuke. The match began with Dirt Bike Kid throwing a lot of offense. In fact, Sasuke didn't get a single move in for the first few minutes. This frustrated Sasuke, which would help explain what happened next. The momentum of the match changed when Sasuke started throwing kicks at the Dirt Bike Kid. However, Sasuke started kicking Dirt Bike Kid harder and harder, even delivering several blows to the head. Then, Great Sasuke got his opponent on his feet and placed him in a chokehold. Within seconds, the British wrestler was tapping out, and the referee was begging Sasuke to release the hold. Sasuke eventually let go, and the fight was over. About 5 years after the incident, the Dirt Bike Kid explained what happened behind the scenes. My first match on the tour was—
Yeah, you were a fucking little asshole, so you got fucked up.
I want to see what
you didn't show respect to your fucking elders.
I'm assuming that's what.
All right.
Scheduled to be against Sasuke, and it wasn't until the guys were warming up in the ring before the show started that I began to smell a rat, and a pretty big one. Sasuke had come up to me and basically told me that our match was only going to go 5 minutes. Now, straight away, I wasn't happy, but I didn't show it. You see, none of this was agreed when I signed my contract, and apparently, I heard that they didn't like me trying to negotiate with them. Sasuke said that I was going to dominate him for a while, and then he would fight back in a real flurry and spin kick me for his big, quick effing submission finish. Well, I had apparently already pissed them off because I refused to wear the stupid mask they had made for me. Now, sorry, but the Dirt Bike Kid isn't a mask.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh man,
the Dirt Bike Kid isn't a master wrestler. You guys.
I see how you ran into problems, dude. He should just fucking swallow his pride.
He's just a little douchebag. Who cares?
Yeah,
you're the Dirt Bike Kid.
DBK, dude.
DBK.
DBK.
Talk about a fucking going nowhere fast gimmick.
Yep.
Well, the honorary chairman, Kurt Angle, you heard him say there.
So this gets real, Scotty?
This is a well-known one where this Perry Saturn dude, this guy, Mike Bell guy's a jobber. And he just gets mad at some point and he starts beating the fuck. He's like landing, throwing him around stiff. So you can just maybe skip. Nah, not that far.
Not that
Explain to people what a jobber is if they don't know, Scotty.
So, yeah, go ahead, Scotty.
It's basically someone they bring in just to work the other wrestlers. They have basically what they call squash matches. Like you go in there, you're not a big name, and you're basically just to elevate the talent.
You don't have any. You're not signed with a company. You're there for a fucking one gig kind of thing.
Well, they
bring you in.
Well, Mike Bell guy actually worked a lot of matches. He was a well-known jobber. So that's not necessarily true that jobbers don't work in WWF or WWE. But you're not a big name. You're basically there to elevate.
You're basically there to fucking lose.
Yeah, they have short matches, maybe a 2 to 5 minute match with a top talent or a rising talent.
But it certainly is going to be an interesting contest. Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle, what a war they had at Backlash. the 30-minute Ultimate Submission match.
Almost right back on his way to the arena.
Well, Perry Saturn now, good chain wrestling here to start off the contest. Perry will probably look to open things up a little bit later on here against Mike Bell. Big shoulder block. A man Saturn size, even a simple shoulder block will have tremendous impact. Drop down for Mike Bell.
Nice hip toss.
The hip toss up and over, and Saturn rolling on his shoulder. And wait a minute, boy, you're talking about Saturn opening up on Mike Bell. And here,
so you pause it. So basically,
that seems to be the moment when it stops looking fucking fake as fuck, and it starts looking like he's actually just beating the shit out of
if you go and read into this, Perry Saturn felt like he got dropped on his head by that move. So I guess it was a botched move, and then he just gets pissed. He said he just saw red, started beating the fuck out of this guy.
Well, it's fucking I mean, you get injured, but I mean, you gotta kind of expect that in your business, in this business. But you also got to expect that the other guy could just get pissed and fucking beat the shit out of you too.
That does happen, yes.
There it goes. True.
Wow, you don't want to make Perry Saturn. Oh man!
Oh, right on his noggin. Ow! My goodness.
Wrong as Bell.
Perry Saturn took one maneuver from Mike Bell, and that was all it took to set him off. Perry comes out, Tom, with a lovely woman on his arm, and Terry in a, oh my goodness.
And he says, like, I did that most matches.
He's out here for some fun.
And yeah, that was definitely a move that was done, but you could tell that was a malicious, like, I'm going to fucking slam your ass in this. He drops him on his head.
Well, he went from just actually attacking him to just working him hard.
Yeah, to working him real fucking hard and real stiff.
Yeah.
It goes on.
Just like intending to fucking hurt him.
Once Perry Saturn stepped through the rope, there is nothing but business on his mind, and Mike Bell got thrown right out on the side of his, on top of his head, then in the back of his head, Perry Saturn just ran those stairs.
Well, we mentioned earlier on about Chris Benoit, another former Radical member, Eddie Guerrero. Is he trustworthy? Is he trustworthy for the Hardys and Lita?
And the interesting part's over. You can tell he's back in control now.
And of course, this actually it didn't happen in the.
Paul White is a 7-foot, 420-pound pro wrestler.
This happens when a guy this happens when a guy TJ size steps to a 7-foot.
How do you fucking even find a coat that's that big that looks too big on the Big Show?
Yeah,
we've actually seen this on the show before. This one, so this guy is like 6'6". The Big Show is checking into a hotel and there's a bar. And someone about your size, he goes to them and goes like, you ain't nothing but you a little bitch.
Yeah, which I would not do, just so you know.
They call him the Giant.
Hi, guys.
Last June, after a wrestling match at Nassau Coliseum, the Giant went to check in at the next-door Marriott Hotel. What happened next was caught on the hotel's surveillance tape. 30-year-old Robert Sawyer, 6'6" and 220 pounds from Levittown, approaches the Giant, who waves him off. Next, witnesses say Sawyer starts gesturing and insulting the Giant to the 100 or so fans gathered there.
Like, you're so tough, you're not that big, and
you're not that big.
Go to another federation, all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like just wrong.
It's like
that's just factually inaccurate.
You're not that big. It's like, yeah, he is. I know you're 6'6" and you're generally the tallest motherfucker around, but this guy's 7 feet tall and like 400 plus fucking pounds, dude. I just don't think it's a good idea.
But when Sawyer makes an obscene gesture, the Giant says, he asked him to stop.
I went over there and I asked him very politely to stop doing all the cursing, stop doing what he was doing. And then he got up in my face.
Next, the Giant and some witnesses claim Sawyer pushed the Giant in his chest, and the Giant reacted with, boom.
Self-defense. I mean, it looks crazy coming from somebody as big as me, but
he knocks him out and just walks away.
Let's see that again. This punch broke Sawyer's jaw and landed the Giant in Nassau Criminal Court today.
I thought he just broke his jaw with one fucking punch, dude.
Yeah, and then just like walked off casually. Just like, okay, well, that's over with.
Well, that's that.
That's like something.
Charges of third-degree assault.
That's like you getting decked by someone, one shot, TJ. You go down, breaks your jaw.
Yeah, my jaw's just broken.
And he just walks off like it's just nothing. Like he just kicked, like he said it to me.
Well, that's why we don't fucking pick a fight with this motherfucker. Who goes up to a 7-foot tall dude and is like, you a pussy bitch?
It's like the Big Show in his fucking prime, too. This ain't no fucking old man hobbling Big Show. Oh, dude, CM Punk, of course.
This is what happens when WWE wrestlers are taken out of scripted matches and put into real fights. After abruptly leaving WWE in 2014, CM Punk announced that he was changing careers and going to become an MMA.
He's back to wrestling, by the way.
Well, he was a terrible
fighter. He began training
he was
soon after,
terrible in
but it wasn't until
MMA.
September 2016 that Punk would have his first fight. Punk's opponent was 24-year-old Mickey Gall, who was 13 years younger than the former WWE star. Besides the age, both men had pretty similar stats, minus the fact that Mickey Gall hadn't spent
This guy went to, whatchamacallit, he went to MMA and he still fought under CM Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he even allowed to do that?
I guess so.
I guess he must own rights to the CM Punk name.
I see.
15 years bumping around in a wrestling ring. The fight took place at UFC 203, and within 5 seconds, Punk was down on the mat. Gall then started nailing CM Punk in the face with punches and wrapped himself around the best in the world. Finally, Punk's opponent locked him in a rear naked choke, and the ex-wrestler had no choice but to tap out, losing the fight in 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Stephanie McMahon even made fun of Punk over this.
Could keep that up for about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you'd last 1 second longer than Punk did.
Well, dude, it's because he was famous and had this fucking heat with WWE. They signed him and put him against a fighter that he never should have fought, dude. He was just like, he was not that stage in the game. He put up against top fighters. Like, there's no, he wasn't ready. And even all the training he did, he's just not good at MMA. Clearly.
No. I mean, he was too old, too.
We got another one with him, too, in this one.
Is Streamlabs just straight up dead? I'm 0 for 3 and my donos showing up. Your donos aren't going through, it looks like, because I just looked and you don't have any. I don't even see them here, so I don't think they're going through.
Yeah,
Shoe on head
sorry,
gauntlet
bud.
win. It's just such good suffering. Wedgie Paul. That's not happening.
Yeah, the shoe on head gauntlet would be
torture.
Maybe more torturous than
the
Tate gauntlet. Yeah.
Yeah, no way.
Now I am still pulling for the Scotty Solo Taint gauntlet, dude.
Good. Furry gauntlet 2.
Yeah, you're pulling for me doing a fucking 6-hour fucking
A solo
yeah.
6 hour where all you have to keep Tate playing the whole time.
I mean, I don't know why I would ever agree to that.
You only get 2 bathroom breaks.
Okay, as long as I just stipulate 2 3-hour bathroom breaks back to back.
Hell yeah.
No.
Then I'll do it.
All right, but the clock on the show stops when you take a bathroom break.
It rolls the entire time.
Furry gauntlet TJ in a fursuit. And at the end, Scotty got to crack it.
Look, dude, I will do a Tate gauntlet provided TJ and Paul come back. You want to do another one?
We already did it, Scott.
I understand. Dude, Gerald was sick at the time. I didn't miss it for just nothing. If I just missed it, I just fucked it off. Sure, but
All you Chicagoans are alike, right? You're juggers.
Went better than his first. The straight edge wrestler fought Mike Jackson, and this time, Punk was much more aggressive, throwing fists and kicks right away, and landing several. Punk even managed to take his opponent down to the mat. However, the two spent a good amount of time giving each other the most intense hug ever. As the fight wore on though, CM Punk lost his advantage, even completely missing a punch to the head. Punk's second MMA bout did go to all 3 rounds, but the judges unanimously awarded the decision victory to Mike Jackson.
so they gave him an easier opponent, but he still lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still got his ass whooped.
I mean, just I don't know,
Bad.
like he just didn't have like when he's wrestling, he's way more comfortable with this. You just tell it was like you get like I'm gonna prove I'm a badass, and it's like you just proved you're not. You proved you're not, bro.
Later, CM Punk had his defeat removed from the record books after it was found out Mike Jackson tested positive for marijuana.
Which of course gave him a huge advantage.
That weed he smoked gave him a tremendous advantage. In
He
that
smoked a doob before the show, so you know, come on, man.
Like, probably told him to smoke the fucking doob, so it's like, look, we need you a little bit slower.
So really, I didn't lose. I only lost because he had the advantage of some marijuana in his system, which, as you know, enhances performance and reaction time.
I told you this fight technically went better than the first. Batista was called the Animal in WWE, but how well would he do in a real fight? Well, in 2012, we found out. 2 years after leaving WWE, Batista decided to give MMA a try. The 6-time WWE World Champion's opponent was Vince Lasario, who had over 40 fights under his belt. Lasario started out more aggressive, landing a number of blows, but Batista didn't show any signs of getting worn out. The Animal's strategy involved grabbing a hold of his opponent, and Vince Lasario played along.
And Vince is waving to the
crowd as this is happening.
However, Losario should not have been playing around, as Batista went beast mode and took his opponent down. The ex-WWE wrestler then started dishing out punches to his opponent's head and ultimately won the match by technical knockout. Despite being a real fight, the ending felt like something straight out of WWE, as both men started trash-talking each other, and Vince Losario told Batista to suck it. Nevertheless, this would be Batista's one and only time inside the cage.
I mean, you can say suck it if you win, but I mean, you lost, dude. At least Batista won his fight, but I think he realized, like, this ain't for me.
See, it's kind of shocking to me that, isn't it kind of a squash? Like, they threw a fat guy in there with him.
Yeah.
I guess fat guys can fight. There is Butterbean, but
I mean, there's a few
still, though.
But you know, and they said that dude had been in 40 fights. It didn't really say what his record was. So
I think at least Batista picked someone that was feasible for him to beat. You know, like CM Punk went right to UFC. It's like, dude, come on. That's just
Braun Strowman is one of the strongest wrestlers in WWE. The man has flipped over freaking trucks.
Okay, that's obviously fucking fake, though.
I mean, yeah. Anyone
the truck, dude.
Just jealous you can't flip a truck, TJ.
He did it, yeah, right. Dude. What you're saying? Braun Strowman didn't flip that truck?
Say it to his face, TJ.
No.
That's a Braun Strowman.
Then he flipped it.
However, is Braun really as strong as WWE claims he is? Well, the Monster Among Men was put to the test when he had an arm wrestling contest with Devin Larat, the best arm wrestler in North America.
Well, he's obviously not going to beat the fucking best. Whatever.
Strowman caught Larat off guard and nearly had the contest won right from the start. However, Devin Larat abruptly let go before his hand could hit the table. This prompted
I didn't know you could do that.
An immediate rematch, which Larat was ready for. You could tell from Devin Larat's face that this time he had the WWE wrestler's number. After Larat's victory, Strowman became legitimately upset and tempers flared.
Whoa! Hey, separate him, guys!
Now this next fight—
that's obviously at work. I don't know why anyone would believe that for a second.
Was so bad that
arm wrestling is more about technique, not strength. No, it's also about strength.
I mean, yeah, you have to be strong.
Yeah. You can have if you have the best technique in the world, if someone's fucking just like massively fucking outclasses you in terms of power,
the dude
you're
that beat him,
lose.
The dude that beat him is 6'6", just so you know. Like, he's not some small dude. He's like TJ size, and he trains.
If it was all about technique, you'd see a bunch of like little scrawny dudes like,
yeah, that's not.
I've mastered all the techniques.
If you go watch,
defeated.
You can go on YouTube and watch these guys compete on the professional level. They're all generally massive.
Killed someone's career. In 1998, WWE did something that they had never done before, and that was have real matches. They called it the Brawl Forall, and every week, wrestlers would put on boxing gloves and have unscripted fights. While wrestlers are certainly tough and strong, having people go from scripted wrestling matches to real fights led to nothing but chaos.
Man, that's probably what they were hoping for.
It's a right hand!
The Brawl Forall was set up as a 16-man tournament. Even though it wasn't scripted, the WWE higher-ups still wanted to use the Brawl Forall to give a wrestler named Steve Williams a big push by having him win the tournament. The only thing those higher-ups forgot is in a real fight, you can't decide who wins.
If it's real,
you can't really decide how it's gonna go. It's a real fucking fight.
We want this guy to win. It's like, then you have to actually, then you can't have it be a real fight. You have to have it scripted.
I train BJJ in kickboxing, and technique kills strength 10 times out of 10. Well, yeah, in a fight maybe, but not in a fucking arm wrestling match.
I mean, you do need technique in these arm wrestling matches.
Yeah, I'm not saying technique doesn't matter, but like, if you got some fucking dude that's super powerful versus some dude that's like a scrawny little twig, and he has perfect technique, and the other guy doesn't, the strong guy's probably still going to win the fucking arm wrestling match.
But in a lot of cases too, okay, so you've got the technique. You're like, well, technique wins. But okay, I have the same tech. I have the same. We're comparable with technique, and I'm way stronger than you. I don't have an advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You're fucking delusional if you think that.
Nope.
If you have zero technique, sure. I mean, if you're saying none, but if someone is near parity with you in technique and has more strength than you, they're going to have an advantage.
Tiny motherfuckers love having this argument.
Resulted in Steve Williams losing in the second round.
Untrained.
The wrestler who beat Steve Williams was Bart Gunn, and he ultimately ended up winning the entire Brawl Forall tournament. WWE officials were not happy about this and decided to kill Bart Gunn.
This is probably the worst fucking one I saw of all this shit. So he wins this legitimately, and they fucking got pissed. They fucking punished this motherfucker. So what do they do to this guy?
career, figuratively and literally. After winning the tournament, Bart Gunn was sent home and didn't appear on TV for months. However, WWE had a plan for the winner of the Brawl Forall. To punish him, WWE had Bart Gunn compete against a professional boxer named Butterbean. In less than 20 seconds, the WWE wrestler was knocked down, and then this happened.
Take down! 27 seconds left.
Oh.
They're like, you had the audacity to win the fucking tournament we couldn't rig. We're gonna put you against Butterbean and have him knock you the fuck out. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Why?
All because he just won when he was like, it was supposed to be legitimate. It was supposed to be who had the best ability. Like, what the fuck?
Oh well.
Why didn't
Not
they
long
just tell
after
him
he
to
was
take a dive or whatever?
Yeah.
knocked out by a
Maybe
professional
they
boxer.
did, and
Maybe
this
they
is-
did. Yeah, maybe they did tell him take a dive and he didn't do it.
Probably.
And they got pissed about that.
That could be it. I mean, clearly they punished him though. I mean, they put him against Butterbean.
Barca was fired from WWE. His career
And
in
they
mainstream
fired him
wrestling
after. He got knocked the fuck out by Butterbean, and then they fired him, dude.
came to an end, and by 2006, Gunn had retired. In the early 2000s, WWE created a reality TV show competition called Tough Enough. The idea was to take ordinary people and train them to become wrestlers. Participants would keep getting eliminated until there were only 2 winners, who would then receive WWE contracts. Now, while Tough Enough was supposed to be regular people, anyone could audition, and this was the big flaw that WWE did not expect. During one season of the show, an MMA fighter named Daniel Pewer tried out for Tough Enough and was selected. It seemed like a smart idea at first. After all, many legitimate MMA fighters have transitioned well to WWE. However, that was not the case at all. Daniel Pewer, along with all the other Tough Enough competitors, would compete in weekly challenges. Unlike all of the other WWE shows, these challenges were real and made to test the Tough Enough competitors. During one of the contests, Kurt Angle came out to the ring and challenged the Tough Enough cast to a real wrestling match. Daniel Pewer, being an MMA fighter, decided to step up. Now, while Kurt Angle was a WWE wrestler, he was an accomplished amateur wrestler. In fact, Angle famously won an Olympic gold medal with a
I think it's kind of weird that if you're an actual wrestler that like wins Olympic gold medals and shit, you're called an amateur. But if you're a guy that fucking wears this fucking ridiculous outfit and does a bunch of fucking fake shit, then you're a professional wrestler.
I know, right?
That's gotta fucking piss off fucking.
It is kind of crazy that how that works.
Amateur wrestler.
Yeah, you're an amateur wrestler. We're professional wrestlers. Like, okay.
It's also the only fucking sport I can think of where the amateur and the pro divisions are an entirely different sport.
Yeah, that's a good
Am
point.
I fucking kidding?
Broken freaking neck.
However, Angle and WWE underestimated Daniel Pewer. During the unscripted match, Pewer put Angle in a Kimura lock and was seconds away from breaking Kurt's arm. Most MMA fighters would have tapped out, but doing so would have destroyed Angle's career. Thankfully, a WWE referee realized what was happening and counted Daniel Pewer's shoulders, even though they weren't on the mat. Kurt Angle was visibly angry after the fight, and so were the other WWE wrestlers watching this backstage. Daniel Pewer ended up winning Tough Enough, and once the locker room had a chance to get revenge, they took it. Pewer was one of the early participants in the 2005 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they wanna
He found
beat the shit
himself
out
in
of
the
him.
ring with a handful of veteran WWE wrestlers, and they made sure to teach Pewer a lesson.
JR. It looks like.
Jack Swagger took the opposite route of Daniel Pewer. Instead of leaving MMA to pursue wrestling, Swagger left WWE to pursue MMA. The problem was that Swagger was actually too good at fighting. A couple of years after leaving WWE, Jack Swagger had his first MMA fight. Competing under his real name, Jake Hager, the All-American American's debut opponent was J.W. Kaiser. Hager Swagger
The Kaiser.
was pretty impressive in his first fight, winning in 2 minutes and 9 seconds by submission. Despite that, Swagger's next opponent still thought it was smart to disrespect the former WWE wrestler. During a weigh-in for Jack Swagger's second MMA fight, his opponent, TJ Jones, didn't think too highly of the
TJ.
former world champ. However, Jack Swagger made sure to humble him. Like before, the All-American American made his opponent tap out, but this time he didn't let go, forcing the official to get physically involved. However, Jack Swagger's third fight got even more intense. The third man to fight Swagger was Anthony Garrett. 90 seconds into the fight, the former WWE wrestler nailed his opponent in the crotch.
Ooh, that's
Damn.
one of the few moves you cannot do.
Oof.
Yeah, you're not allowed to hit in the crotch.
After a pause, the fight continued, only for Jack Swagger to hit the man below the belt.
Oh, again.
Damn, he's doing it again.
Damn, fuck this dude. Yeah, you
Again,
lose.
Garrett
The fucking
You
ball
lose.
shotting motherfucker,
Yeah,
dude.
you can't hit someone in the balls over and over again.
What the fuck, bro?
There's not many rules in MMA, but you can't do that.
That ain't right. That ain't right, boy.
That ain't right at all.
What's this? CWA The Patriot versus Coco Ware, February 1st, 1986.
There was with Randy Hales at ringside in Louisville Gardens in Louisville, Kentucky, and Buddy Landell picked up with the aid of Dundee that belt.
That's another one where
okay, Davey.
All right,
supposed to
this
be
is
kind
gonna
of a
be
jobber
one-fall,
match.
15-minute time limit match. Introducing from parts unknown at 208 pounds, the
But
Masked Patriot.
Goes very south. For
Masked Patriot.
The Masked Patriot has a real bad time here.
Yeah, I fucking just, I was like, I wonder who's gonna be the jobber, and then I saw the Masked Patriot, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you know who the jobber is,
Against
bro.
him from Union City, Tennessee, 222 pounds, Coco Ware. This match will be one fall, 15-minute time
Coco
limit.
Beware.
Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Bell time. We're off and running with the Masked Patriot. First look at him going against Coco.
The last
Ware.
look at him.
And Coco.
One little
kinda
slap,
going
and then
at-
just it's just
Boy,
I'm beating the
he
fuck
is
out of
mounting
him.
and swinging.
Ooh, fuck, dude.
A stiff clothesline, dude. He just goes, knocks his ass down.
That was just a real
Yeah,
clothesline.
that's what it really looks like when they actually
Yeah.
fucking do it.
Yeah.
Night. He is clubbing away. Caught him with a clothesline you can't believe. Coco Ware just ripping the Masked Patriot apart. He really
I can tell that
jumped on
clothesline
him,
fucked
baby.
him up
I
back.
don't know
His
if Coco was
days.
able to see any of that tape or not, but if he was, it had to inspire him to come out here and go to
Really?
You can't get up to him. You beat the fuck out of him.
Top of the boot to the back. Patriot trying to hang on to the ropes, and Coco right there.
Steps on
jumping
him.
up and down on him.
Coco Ware, I guess, is fired up and going as we have ever seen him.
Well, this fucking slam he does don't do.
Patriot.
Oh my god, what a stiff fucking slap to the neck!
He's like he didn't break that dude's fucking neck,
Oh
dude.
my god!
That was crazy.
Ow, dude.
Oh, sweet baby
He
fucking
drives
Jesus!
him down into the mat. And that's going to be it. 1, 2,
Slaps him.
3.
Fuck, bro, that was mean.
Well, there goes the Patriot.
The Masked Patriot will not be making a comeback.
Ah, the poor Patriot.
Rikishi loses his cool, shoots on opponent.
Dude, look at you gotta fucking see what he does, this guy. I'm gonna skip this little bit.
You know, the sad thing is Russ was lost in this one. I mean, he was.
He's not going to do much better. Haku missed Keish and hit the savant kick on Russ. Elix is the only person in this match built like a human.
Look, so guess somebody don't want to get up.
Yeah, well, I think Rikishi's got another idea in mind.
This is crazy what he does.
And
what he does here.
as this match is spilling all over into the crowd, I think it's Ekmo and Elix. I think it's Chemo and Haku. And
he just takes this kid's chair.
Russ went to the outside.
He's just
Poor
like,
little kid.
Fuck you, kid. Your chair's mine.
Your chair's
He just stole
mine. Now
somebody's
you're the
chair.
son.
And I guess we'll let the visual tell the story.